here for our rightful money. Why are you all keeping our money? Finish it. That's all.
The ongoing protest by National Capital District teachers outside Vulupindi Haus highlights a deeper and persistent governance failure within Papua New Guinea's education system. As of 3:30 p.m. on Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025, teachers were still waiting for answers over delayed leave fare payments, an entitlement they have earned, planned around, and depended upon, especially during the critical Christmas period.
Let me discuss the same time. Okay, I will go around and let them know. He said, they are not going to look at you as a group. They will ask maybe 4 or 5 of you. All right, 4 or 5 of you to come with me and we will go up there. Now.
At face value, this is a payment delay. In reality, it is a symptom of chronic administrative neglect. Teachers reportedly waited throughout the day without any official communication from responsible authorities. This silence is not only frustrating, it is damaging. When public servants are left in limbo without updates, timelines, or explanations, trust in institutions erodes. In a profession already strained by workload, limited resources, and social pressures, this lack of engagement sends a powerful and negative message.
Come outside, come outside. Come outside. One here, senior officer. Come to Samia.
Not before we are going there.
Leave fares are not discretionary benefits. They are contractual obligations, particularly important for teachers posted far from their home provinces. For many, these payments determine whether they can return home to reconnect with family, fulfill cultural obligations, and rest after a demanding academic year. The delay, occurring just days before Christmas, has amplified financial stress, disrupted travel plans, and added emotional strain. The collective voice of teachers captured in their statements is striking. They speak of sacrifice, sleepless nights, and nation building, reminding the public that teachers are foundational to PNG's development. They educate future leaders, health workers, police officers, and public servants. Yet, despite this central role, they are often among the last to be considered when systems fail. This disconnect between rhetoric about education being the key to development and the lived experience of teachers remains stark.
If teachers can be paid through Papua New Guinea, why not NCD?
Why not?
Why not NCD? NCD seems to be the only province that is missing out on teachers. This is unacceptable. It reflects the type of leadership, the type of management you provide. Now, sadly speaking, teachers, you are keeping them at denying of their holiday, denying of their rights, denying of their
Entitlements.
allowances that the Department of Education pays these hardworking teachers once every 2 years.
Only one entitlement.
It's not like other professions. Look at these hardworking teachers. They are human resource makers. You can't deny that. This is very, very sinful. No, we have been earmarked. We have been told that a 7.5 million kina was raised for teachers' leave fare allowance. Yes, that money. It's a huge money, huge amount of money. So the check has been released on the 18th of December. 16th, thank you. 16th December. 16th December. And today we are speaking on the 23rd.
How can that money be? And you must know that
It is money away in just less than a week. This is a very, very sad thing. Mr. Avias, can you speak to these teachers? Because these are the very people that you will rely on in 3 weeks' time for the beginning of another academic year.
Equally concerning is the apparent breakdown in responsibility at the provincial level. Teachers are openly calling on officers in charge, provincial education officers, and relevant authorities to stand out confidently and speak. This plea reveals a vacuum of leadership and communication. When no one takes ownership, uncertainty spreads across provinces, as seen in the specific call for updates for West Sepik, Sandaun, teachers. Such uneven information flow reinforces perceptions of inequality and neglect within the system.
We collect your leave applications. We process the financial forms, FF4, FF3. We attach them and we send it up to the Deputy Secretary, Mr. Vulupindi. Through that process, it goes down to the account sections. And the account section processes. We do not tell them, we do not ask them, we do not dictate. They use their own process to process the payments. Spending the warrants that have been released, spending the money that is available. Okay.
From a governance perspective, the situation raises serious questions about planning and financial management. Leave fares and DSA are recurring, predictable expenditures. Their delay suggests poor coordination between the Department of Education, provincial administrations, and finance authorities. If these obligations cannot be met on time, transparency becomes essential. Silence, however, only fuels speculation, anger, and public protest.
7.3 million was released in the first quarter.
So now
Out of that first quarter, they paid some less than 20 outstanding commitments for 2024.
This issue also has broader implications. When teachers feel undervalued and insecure, morale declines, productivity suffers, and the quality of education is ultimately affected. A nation cannot claim to prioritize human capital development while routinely failing those tasked with developing it.
They paid out public servants and the teachers. That's how the 7.3 million was paid out.
As PNG approaches the end of 2025, the scene at Vulupindi Haus should serve as a warning. Teachers should not have to gather publicly to demand basic entitlements. Leadership requires communication, accountability, and respect. Until authorities address not just the payments but the systemic failures behind them, the weight and the frustration will continue, to the detriment of both educators and the nation they serve.
It's not about how long to debate up, but getting the facts correct.
yes.
Getting the facts correct. Now you can only be convinced, and you can prove based on the date when the check 7.3 million has been raised. When has it been raised? And how did they dispense that 7.3